Alright guys, so this is my one gun, one knife challenge, right? Everyone's sort of been doing it right now, so I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. If you've ever watched some of my other videos, and you probably haven't because only about 50 of you ever do, you know that my one gun is going to be the AR-15. No way around it. Simply the most all-around useful weapon known to man. It's not my favorite caliber. I don't like the 5.56 as opposed to say the 308 or even the 6.8, or you could come up with all sorts of calibers that I think are better calibers, but it is the best compromise one gun you can have in North America. Main reason being, and this is not going to be a surprise to anybody, is the magazine and the ammunition will always be available in North America. That in and of itself is the one reason why this is my one gun. Every cop car in America has one of these in the back of it, and at least 6 or 7 of these filled with ammo. Every National Guard armory in America has thousands and thousands of rounds. Every prepper in America has thousands of these rounds. This ammunition will always be available. These magazines will always be available. On top of that, the weapon, I know it's a small bullet, but if you've got a 20-inch barrel, then it is good against white game, listen to me, white-tailed deer, and your regular game animals. You can shoot hog with it. The key is the 20-inch barrel. But because ammunition and magazines will always be available, because it has a high rate of firepower, because it's a very simple, reliable weapon, because millions and millions and millions of American men have been trained in it in the armed forces and in law enforcement, the AR-15 is the one gun. That's it. That's it. This is, if you got to have one gun, this one does it all. You can shoot small game, you can shoot big game, you can shoot dangerous game, you can shoot two-legged game. You have a excellent opportunity, or an excellent chance of always having ammunition and magazines. All right. Not really a surprise. I think anyone who chooses something else is probably talking out of emotion. This is a compromised weapon. I don't deny that. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but if you can only have one gun of the weapons available to us, this was the one that does it the most. My one knife. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Actually, I'm going to cheat a lot, because my one knife isn't a knife at all. It's an axe. Hear me out. There's a lot of really good bushcraft knives out there. You know, you can pull out some giant kukri, small machete, and you can talk about how you can cut a tree down with it, and hack through bush and clean game and fight. But at the end of the day, there are things you cannot do with a knife that you can do with an axe. And if you're talking about one, obviously I can't say knife now, one-edged weapon, one-edged implement, in theory, you could, I've got grease all over this one so it doesn't rust on me while it's in storage. You can skin an animal with this, believe it or not. I know it sounds weird, but you can do it, trust me. You can fight with one of these, great. There is nothing you can do with a knife that you can't do with an axe, but there are so many things you cannot do with a knife that an axe can do. I can build a house with this. It might take a while, but I can walk into the woods with this axe and I can build a house. I can build fortifications. I can prepare fire. I mean, there's when it comes to survival, the knife is nice, and you think, oh, you got to have a knife for skinning animals, but you don't. It helps. Don't get me wrong, it helps. But if I can only have one gun and one-edged weapon, this is what it is. Now, the very next thing I would add would be a belt knife. Don't get me wrong. I mean, a knife would be a wonderful thing to have, but we got to work within the parameters of our intellectual game here. One gun, one knife / edged weapon. Obviously, I'm cheating because it's not a knife. But I say if you can only have one edged weapon, it's a full-sized axe. Doesn't have to be a double-bitted axe like this one. The reason why I would, in this instance, would want a double-bitted axe is I would want one side razor sharp to use for my knife, and I'd have the other side with a good axe edge on it to use for my chopping. That would be the advantage of a double-bit axe. But you could also make the argument to me very easily that a single-bit axe has that excellent striking edge on the back, so you've essentially got a hammer and an axe. You could go either way. I happen to have a double bit axe because my brother bought me a double bit axe for a Christmas present one year, and I decided to go with what I had. But that's my opinion. AR-15 with a 20-inch barrel. I'm just adamant about that 20-inch barrel, guys. If you can only have one, you need a 20-inch barrel. Now, if you've got your nice, scout rifle, fine. You don't need a 20-inch barrel. Go ahead and get yourself a short barrel and look cool, and be like the Special Forces guys, or what you think the Special Forces guys are. But if you can only have one gun, AR-15, 20-inch barrel, and my one knife is a double bit axe. Thanks, guys.